good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got ranking the Walking Dead seasons tier list. Now y'all get a little extra, you know what I'm saying? Y'all see World Beyond and Fear the Walking Dead. It was not, like, soon as I typed Walking Dead, it was not one of the top choices. I'm not going through 100,000 different tier lists to try to find one that just has the, like, one had seasons 1 through 9, one had seasons 1 through 10, and like this is like the third one I found, and the other ones had like, they had Telltale games and they had characters. But you know, right now we're just gonna stick with this one. So we got haven't seen, we got trash, we got for different reasons. It was less than average. We got, it was all right, and that could be for several reasons. And then it's kind of self-explanatory when it get to these three right here. But before we get into this, make sure you thumbs up and subscribe, and let's get it. Now we're just gonna instantly off rip World Beyond. No sir, I'm not even like, I'm not watching your third spinoff show. You know what I'm saying? I already gave my 2 cents on it. If you see my Fear the Walking Dead reactions, they on the channel, go check them out. But yeah, you already know my views on that. We got Fear the Walking Dead. Now look, check this out. Now that I'm comparing this to, like, basically it's in terms of the Walking Dead standards. Some shows will bring the standard down because The Walking Dead is not as good as them, and some shows will bring the standard up because The Walking Dead is better than them. And then within this, like, if I say, oh, this is D tier within Fear the Walking Dead, it might be F tier here because you got to compete with Fear the Walking Dead seasons and The Walking Dead seasons. So keep that in mind, specifically when we talk about Fear the Walking Dead. Like a F tier The Walking Dead season is 30 times better than an F tier Fear the Walking Dead season. So we got season 1. Now, I said season 1, you know, it was a decent start. So we just gonna put that on average, and these are subject to change as we go around the video. But right now, it's, you know, it's average. It wasn't anything too crazy, but yeah. We got season 2. Now season 2, it started off pretty shaky, man. I'm not even gonna lie. It was pretty rough. And towards the end it started getting good. So, but it was expanding a little more. But it still has some stupid moments, like the whole Celia storyline with Madison and Nick. You already know. Just go look up my Fear the Walking Dead reactions, and I think it was the one title I think, like, Madison WTF. So I'm gonna put it right there for now. I think, you know, the better parts are better than season 1. The worst parts are, like, they're not. It's not like, oh, we're here. It's just kind of, it took a while to really build up the momentum. Season 3, it was, you know, it was above average. If y'all seen my Fear the Walking Dead reactions, basically what brought it down was, there's something else I can't remember, but the main thing that really brought it down for me is I like the character of Troy. When I do the characters tier list, keep that in mind. Just because someone is like a villain doesn't mean they're gonna be lower on my tier list, and someone's like a hero doesn't mean they're gonna be higher, or antagonist and protagonist. So that was not the fact that, oh, Troy's in the season. It's that we looked at him like a pseudo son and a pseudo brother. Like, the only one who was really seeing through that shit was Alicia. Now we got season 4. The stadium was a cool, like, if they weren't If they didn't occupy the stadium, even though I had a horrendous storyline when it came with it, if that was never like a place that they're at, I'm trying to think, is there, you know what I'm saying? We get to, see the introduction of like John and Morgan and their like relationship and that, but it really didn't go anywhere. And we gonna have to throw that bad boy right here. It might go up to D. I don't want to put a D just yet. I'm trying to think. Season 5. Nah, I gotta put it up to D because I gotta compare it to season 5. And season 5 was like, they already had a super bad start. When I'm trying to think, how did season 4 end? Because they only really did the stadium for the first half of the season. Let's see, and then the second half. I'm trying to think, how did that season end? Oh, that's when they decided we're gonna go help people. And then season 5 was them helping people, and like that's when it dawned on me that like the problem that I had with it is like they so bad was like, we're the good guys and we're no, like, dude, it's the apocalypse, bruh. Stop it. So yeah, I think, all right, so that's pretty good. So people will probably go like this, but I'm honestly, I'm going like that. Like, they still had this we're the good guys thing in season 3, and some of the characters were starting, even though they were trying to, I don't know, they were trying to vilify like Strand, basically saying, don't worry, we're gonna get to the Walking Dead eventually. Like, we're about to be off Fear the Walking Dead instantly. So hopefully I could put timestamps if I remember. But Morgan started, he started being on the type of timing that like I wanted him to be on, for the little bit that it was. And like, bro, that goes back to the other seasons. Alicia wasn't even trying to kill walkers. Like, bro, come on, stop it. Now season 7, it had promise. I only watched the first episode, but there's multiple reasons why I didn't continue. So it gotta be better than season 4. I'm gonna put it right here. Now if I watched it, I might have put it like maybe in between these two, or maybe before this one, but I've only watched one episode and seen clips from it. Like, certain things were just spoiled for me, and I just knew that, like, yeah, I was gonna really hate going into that. Now season 1 off rip is already right here. Like, this was like the big revival when it came to post-apocalyptic, specifically the zombie genre. And this like introduced a whole nother element with zombie stories. Before, it's just like the zombies, that was the key focus, but now we're focusing on the characters within the zombie apocalypse. And there's a whole bunch of like things that you'll probably go back and be like, oh, that was fire how they did that when it came to the first season. I'm gonna be honest, I'm biased when it comes to the second season. They had low moments, but I mess with Shane. I'm not even gonna lie, Shane's like one of my favorite characters, so I'm gonna have to put it right there. Now, if there wasn't any Shane, I'll put season 1 right above it. But Shane really was shining in this season, and like I said, if I did top 5 characters, he's probably in the top 3. I don't know. We're gonna have to see when we do the characters tier. Let's make sure you thumbs up and subscribe. Make sure you go check it out. I drop it in a couple of days. I don't know how long. We got season 3. Now I'm gonna be honest, season 3, it's probably gonna be number 1. I'm not sure right now, but it's the GOAT. Season 3 is the GOAT, bruh. It is what it is. Like, it made me, like, how a scene was executed made me emotional about a character's death that I hated, bro. So that right there is crazy. They had the whole conflict. It was maybe an anticlimactic finale, but other than that, like, the first half, Hall of Fame. From getting inside the prison, conflict with the prisoners, Michonne introduction, the whole storyline with the governor, and then, like, when you see the governor in the comic and how he's different, and, like, in this adaptation, basically he's a more put together, like, if you've only seen the show, it's kind of messed up. It's kind of like, I don't know if you're gonna look at it the same, but if, like, for instance, when I watched, here's the story how it came to The Walking Dead. I watched the first season on Netflix, and then right around the time when I watched it, I think it was like maybe 1 or 2 episodes into the second season. So then I started watching the second season as it was coming out, and then in between the second and third season, that's when I started reading the comics. And so I already knew about the governor. So when we meet the governor, he's like, you could actually look at him and be like, yeah, I trust this guy. In the comics, off rip, this guy is insane, I don't mess with him. But then we get to the second half, we got a fire mid-season premiere, and then there's even some episodes. Oh god, we had Claire. Like, if there was ever a filler episode that was fire, that's one of them, bro. And then even what was it, Arrow on the Doorsteps? People was talking crazy about that, but I enjoyed that episode. I like when we get to see our protagonist and antagonist getting to speak. But we got season 4. Season 4, they had the most fire mid-season finale. It was good. It was good. I'll put it right there. I'm not even gonna lie. I might have to. We might rearrange later, but I'm not even gonna lie. I hate sickness storylines and stuff. Unless it's for, I don't know. Because it's just like, I want to see our characters. Now, what was it called? Like chemical war. Chemical warfare is the best thing. Basically, like what Negan did when it came to put in the weapons and walker guts to, like, infect them. That is unless it's in a way like that, that's something I could get with. But other than that, if it's just some regular sickness, like if our characters, we have the flu, I don't care, bro. Next episode. The only thing that it really did for me is, like, this is when Carol started, like, becoming somebody. We got season 5. Now look, season 5, they literally put it in a promotion, best season ever, and people still rank it there as well. I wasn't really too big on it. Like, No Sanctuary, people put that in their top 3 episodes. I mean, it's cool and all. I'm not really like, ooh, explosions. Like when they did the finale and this is some big explosion. It's anticlimactic for me. I'm like, okay, we have a speech, and then if you didn't play Cult of Personality, I would have been just watching it. You would have seen me in a reaction just like, okay, that's it. But I was singing Cult of Personality, so that's what kind of distracted me. So like, I'm not really too big on that. Then you have to remember that we had a whole bunch of fillers in like the middle of the season before they got to Alexandria. Now the beginning parts of the Alexandria storyline, that's cool and all. But it's not majority of the season. So I'm gonna put it right there. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, No Sanctuary is a trash episode. No, it's just very overhyped. It's still a good episode, but it's overhyped. And I would say, the fillers, it was all right, but y'all was crying about it when it happened, but now y'all look back at it like it's the best season ever. And isn't this season 4, that's when they had season 5, that's when they had Noah and stuff like that, Noah and Beth. Yeah, because No Sanctuary, like, that whole Terminus storyline is when they all got, like, back together. Season 6. Now, season 6, like, literally, larger world, it says. This one, like, the world gets a lot larger. So, and then we get Morgan back in the mix. I mess with Morgan. And this is, like, we're still not, like, when we get, I'm gonna put it right there, I'm not even gonna lie. When we get Morgan in the mix, like, people were getting tired of his, like, all life is precious thing, but this is when it wasn't old yet. That's another thing with these Fear the Walking Dead seasons. They ruined Morgan. Like, season 6 was alright. You know what I'm saying? He was alright, Morgan, but season 7, this is the season 7 and 8 are the controversial ones. Me as a comic book reader, like, I guess I know how the storyline was gonna go, but like, I mess with Negan, so he's an interesting character. I wish they would have done him more justice in the show. Like, in the comics, first and foremost, in the comics, Negan will destroy Rick, Daryl, Dwight, Governor, and Shane in a handicap match. Like, it's bruh, he's built like these. Like, you don't want to mess with him. And then also, he has more people than the survivors have ever dealt with. And so, his group being called the Saviors, like, he actually, we're the Saviors. He would actually, when he would go to get their offerings, he would, like, have his Saviors go and clear out any walkers around their community. But that wasn't an element in the show. He just, got that one walker and was easy peasy, lemon squeezy, like. But if we're just going based on the show, like, and I haven't seen the comics, you know what I'm saying? Now, we did have Easy Street, and that episode was atrocious. And then how did this season end? I don't remember how this season ended, dude. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't remember the finale. Was the finale with Sasha, or was that the mid-season finale? Nah, I don't think that couldn't have been. But I liked season 7. I don't care. I don't care what no, we did have that little Michonne fake dare thing. I can't even lie. I'm gonna have to put it right there. I don't care. I don't care what anyone says. All Out War. Season 8. Y'all did that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what happened with Carl, and so we're gonna have to put that lower for that one. But I mess with the whole Negan and Simon dynamic. Now Negan's not beating Simon. We could stop the cap right now. I'm gonna put that right there, man. Yeah, I think 4 and 5. Now 4 has Too Far Gone. If it didn't have Too Far Gone, I wouldn't even really care that I put it that low, but or below these seasons. But you know what I'm saying, I mess with seasons 1 through 3, and I mess with seasons 6 through 9. And listen, the reason I say y'all messed up with Carl is because you gotta realize Andrew Lincoln, he in his 40s type shit. I think he about to hit 50. I don't know how old he is, but the fuck, you gotta know sooner or later. Like if y'all gonna talk about y'all continuing this show, sooner or later you're gonna know that he's gonna wanna get off this show. Especially you're living in a different country and you're in Georgia heat. Like, stop it, dude. And so, and he was away from his family. But besides that, like, because Carl's got to continue the mantle. Now, I'm not a Daryl fanboy, so I'm not like, ooh, Daryl can save the show. AMC didn't want to pay Lauren Cohan, so they had to somehow write her out the show and have it try to make sense. That's tough. But besides that, I feel like, I'm gonna be honest, this was their last good / great season. They didn't end it too well. So I'm gonna be honest, we're gonna have to, like, they did good with the Whisperers, even if they didn't have Rick in the mix. But I'm gonna have to throw that bad boy right there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even gonna lie to you. Season 10. Subtract Here's Negan. That shit right there. I can't even put it after Fear the Walking Dead season 4 or 5. I was gonna throw it in trash, but I can't put it after that. Now, season 11 was all right. I can't even think of a single storyline that, like, I would put over any concepts or storylines and, like, in the best parts of any of these seasons. It was just, I was there for the ride. Now, I guess you had these conversations with Negan and Maggie, and, like, you can have their little arc, but, like, at first you didn't want to give us enough Commonwealth. You wanted to have this Reaper storyline. I'm like, bro, can we move on with this? It took y'all 16 episodes to get rid of the last Reaper. Like, I don't care about them. Now, if this was seasons before and we had more time, like, or if y'all wanted to have, like, one more season and then the last season was Commonwealth, so you're, like, slowly introducing bit by bit. Like, if instead of the end of season 10, y'all are introducing the Commonwealth, like, maybe you start the season with the radio, and towards the middle of the season, you have them go plan to meet up, and then at the end of the season, that's, y'all could have ended the season with them, like, getting captured to do processing and stuff like that, and then that's how y'all could have started season 11 with the processing, and then have that season be strictly Commonwealth. That would have been different. But no, y'all wanted to focus on the Reapers. So let's see if we need to organize this. We only got one S tier, so I'm gonna have to go like that. You know what I'm saying? Even it out. Was this all out war? I'm thinking I'm gonna keep that like that. Let's see. I'll put it on here, but barely. I think we good right there. I think we are good right there. Let me know what y'all think of this tier list. Let me know what y'all's is in the comments down below. If you liked the video, make sure you drop like, subscribe, share with your friends. Stay tuned for the next one. It's been a video by the world's coolest nerd, and I'm out. Peace.